Hey everyone, welcome back. We got the Pro on the bench. I finally found where the Pro has like a sweet spot where it's working pretty good with these tires. There's a cliff area, and there's a couple other ones that I want to try out now that I know. There's like a cliff area, it's all rock, no mixed dirt really. There's a little bit of sand, but it was doing awesome on there. One of the last falls though, it was running kind of funny and I didn't really look at it, and I was like, well, it's time to leave anyways, so I just left. And the other day I went to pull it out and I went to take off, and it, like in the dirt kind of thing, it kind of like took off like crooked. Like when I went to drive, it was like and spun this way. And I was like, that's weird. Then I went to back up and then it spun the opposite way, like this way. And then I noticed this one wasn't spinning. So I picked it up and apparently I'd snapped an axle shaft. So that's probably why it was acting funny that day when I went to put it away. So I took it apart on a live stream and ordered some axle shafts for it from Amain. Doing searches, you can't find, like, other than the stock axle shafts pretty much for these straights, there's not much, there's like nothing out there. I think there was a couple Chinese ones that are like on AliExpress and stuff, and I really didn't want to go that route, and I wanted this fixed pretty quick because now that I know where I can run this, I want to run this truck. So I was looking around. The only place I could find was the Axial ones that are local, or I can get pretty quick within like a week or so. But they're like $62 or something for the pair. I was like, man, that's kind of nuts. But if it's all I can get, then it's all I can get. I posted on a message with some friends, and JP Wirt was like, actually, Upgrade RC sells Double Cardan for those. I tried looking up Double Cardan. I tried looking up, what is it, like isokinetic? Like I was just using all the keywords like Mias has and stuff like that. I could not find it. But as soon as he said those words, I looked it up and it came right up. So it's the Upgrade RC UPG-18000, 18000. I got these from Amain. They're like $24, $25 compared to like 62 for the stock axials. And you'll be able to turn way better with these. You won't get like the cogging feel. Let me turn this on real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Well, actually, I don't remember if I set the EPAs on this or not. I usually don't set EPAs, so I just kind of run it and just don't turn that far. Obviously, only one's going to work. But if you turn like this, see it? Well, you can't really see it. See how it goes like that in cogs? Let me turn it around for you. See how it's like jumping every so often? I think it's kind of hard to see in the video, but I can see it. But it's going to get rid of that because these are double cardans. Well, I'm hoping. Supposedly they do. I was told that they're really good. So anyways, on the live stream, I took it apart and I was like, man, that's a weird place for it to snap. It snapped, if you look about it, right about where that bolt is. Funny enough, when I took this whole knuckle off, I couldn't get this shaft out, and I was like, what's going on? Turns out I put too long of a bolt here, or on this one, I can't remember which one. It was either the top one or this front one. And slowly, it was wearing a 3mm wide groove here. If you look at this, it's actually tapered. So it was like grinding away at this slowly, and one of the falls I had must have like jolted it just enough where it snapped it. The other half is actually still in here because I didn't take, when I took this off, I only took literally the knuckle off. I kept the wheel on it and everything. And so we're gonna check this out real quick. I did have it off, like I said, always. I took that out. I put the right size in there. It's supposed to be like a 4mm, I think, 6mm, something like that. And I had like an 8. I had like 2mm too long. Get the 1.5mm pin out, hex off, take off the knuckle. This has RC all-wheel drive. Yeah, RC all-wheel drive knuckles on it. Should be a pretty straightforward swap here. Should be able to use all the same bearings, everything. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. It didn't come with bearings, so usually they do. Oh, I thought that was coming out easy. And I should be able to push this down and pull this up. Not that it matters because it's broken in half anyways, and then flop it over. But that's my broken piece. So if you look, well, hold on, let me clean it off. So if you look at this right here, that silver spot, a screw was just barely pushing down like that, right there. Either this one or that, I can't remember which one. And it just wore it down where I can feel a lip. Like I can feel it's like curved in. And like I said, this one of the hits, it must have just finally and gave it the snap that it needed to actually crack in half. And yeah, I don't even know how I would have done that, because like when I take the bolts apart, what would I have done? Where would that come from? And also, I'm surprised I didn't try to turn it. Usually I try to make sure things move, you know? Oh, it's all messed up right now, because... Hold on. There we go. I forgot it was on, that's why. So, like, I don't feel any resistance. I don't know. I checked all the rest of these. The rest of these look fine. I think we're good to go. This should just slide down in through here. Like that. We should be able to pop this back on here. And now we have a double cardan in there. Oh, I forgot. This thing turns on when you turn the surpass motor turns on if you turn the servo, which is weird. So now we have a double cardan in there. And it shouldn't wub 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 as we turn. And we are back in business here. I'll put this back on, then I'll do the other side real quick. Should be the same. If it's not, I'll come back and show you. Alright, all back together. That was very straightforward, like I thought. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So like it clunks, clunks, clunks. Obviously it's not that extreme of an angle, but just for like exaggeration. It just kind of, that's what it does when it's getting farther over. I did also notice that one of the set screws I had in here was a little far in, and it's barely scraping right here. Actually, I noticed it because I couldn't pull this out. It was just touching it, and it was hitting this lip, and I couldn't take it out. So I ended up having to back these off a little bit. I'm pretty sure in the book it says to make these flush with the metal, but the thing is, I put trail ones on and not the stock ones, so I'm sure there's a little bit of a tolerance difference, and I just had to back them out a little bit so they weren't touching. But you can see just like a little, well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see there's a little bit of silver right there, and it was just barely touching it apparently. Yeah, feels smooth. I mean, it's hard to tell like this, but you know, let's put the battery on real quick. Let's see what it does. Oh, totally don't get my thumb stuck in there somewhere. Yeah, no hitching at all. That's full lock too. Like I don't got my finger stuck in there. Yeah, that's full lock again. I'm metal to metal. And it's not hitching at all. That's awesome. And those are smooth. Man, I can't wait to drive that. Not that you really notice it too much. I noticed it a little bit every so often if I was turning really hard and hitting something just right. Maybe I could see a little hop on the tire. Not a lot, honestly. And usually, you know, if you're a person that actually pays attention, you probably would have also set your endpoints. I don't set endpoints, as you saw. It's full lock to lock. But yeah, I mostly wanted to make this video because I'm hoping that it'll help with searching, because I could not find anything when I searched up double cardan or isokinetic for a SCX10 Pro. So I'm going to label it something like that, you know, double cardans for SCX10 Pro on the title or something. I don't know, it's weird. I couldn't find it, and if people want it and they're looking for it, hopefully it's easier for them to find. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping this smooths it out. It obviously makes it so I can run it again, because that was kind of annoying. And yeah, I think that's about it. You guys have these installed at all? Definitely thanks to JP for pointing these out, because I would have just bought the $62 freaking Axial ones and 3 times the price almost, and would have had the same thing. I mean, not broken. I would have been able to run it, but almost a third the price, and you know, smoother, better quality possibly. I don't know. I mean, they were fine. That was my fault that they snapped. But I guess I have an extra short one just in case I decide to break that somehow. I checked the bolts are the correct ones, so I don't know what I did on this side. Like I said, I have no idea where they would have gone or came from, because the only thing I can think of is I put this piece on after. I had bought all of this, the brass, the treel, the brass C-hubs and everything. I had bought that before I built this truck. So as I built the truck, I put this together, but I forgot to buy this piece, brass, and it was plastics. It was the only piece left other than the shafts that was stock. So I bought this later. So when I put this in, I must have put the wrong screw in. I don't know. I didn't even think of. And now that I think about it, that means I have a whole extra set of parts for an axle, except the shaft. I literally have stock knuckles, stock C-hub, stock center diff, stock tubes. This piece stock. Apparently I can build a whole, I guess I'm buying another set of these cardans and I'm going to build up another axle for something. Don't know what yet, but might as well. 26 bucks and I'll have another whole other axle. Anyways, I think that's it for this one, guys. Let me know if you've done this at all, if you're interested in it, if it's something that you're looking for now that you know about it. Maybe you already knew about it and were curious about it. Seems fine. Oh, the only other thing I did notice when I put them together, I forgot about this. The stub is longer or something because it actually pokes and hits my center cap a little bit. There's like a little bit of a bulge there. I already had to make a little spacer for these even to get these center caps on. There's a little plastic, like 3D printed disc in there. It just turned off on me because it's been 3 minutes. Watch, ready? Turns on. Yeah. I have a short on that. And then when I did the overview of this truck, I talk about it too. I had to put a little spacer in there to make these caps not hit the end of this and protrude out. And as I tightened them, I noticed it bulged out a little bit, but I can't go much longer with these bolts, and I want the scale hardware in there, so I just kind of tightened it down a little slowly, and it's not that bad. I engraved CKRC Garage little logo in the center caps. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. See you guys on the next one. Have a good day.